Do your thoughts ever spin out of control or snowball because you can't stop thinking about something and it becomes bigger and bigger, especially when it's something that's causing fear or anxiety or upset, or maybe a pit in your stomach? Well, know that you're not alone, and I'm going to give you 3 steps to reduce fear and anxiety and overcome limiting beliefs. My name's Heidi Blackie, and I want to share a recent experience that and tell you about these steps and how I'm moving past that. So I recently took my 8-year-old dog Tango to the Washington State University Vet Hospital because she had been coughing since April, and she had a case of pneumonia. It was treated and her cough decreased, but it's still there. And so I took her in, they did a bunch of diagnostics and found that she actually has a super rare fungal infection that's just in her lungs. And it's usually dogs that are immunocompromised and not wild and energizing and healthy like she is. And she's 8. And the veterinarian said, this is really, really bad because most dogs die from the medications because they're so toxic. If they even can survive the medications, the disease will take them. So really bad news. And I'm one of those people where my dog is huge in my life. And so I immediately became consumed with anxiety and worry and fear of what's ahead and losing her so young, and just imagining all of the years that we have left together cut short and what my life looks like without her. So it just snowballed to the point where the second I wake up in the morning, I'm just lying there thinking about it. And then I get out of bed and I've got just this tension in my stomach, like there's a giant boulder in it. So I thought, okay, I'm going to do these 3 steps and I'm going to try to get past this fear and anxiety that's just exhausting and sad. So the first step, number 1, is identifying your fear. And my fear is losing her, that she's going to get sick and that she's not going to live through this. And under the fear is the belief. And so the belief that I have about this is that what the vet said, this is lethal. It's a really bad thing. It's the drugs are bad. She has a genetic mutation which makes the drugs even more dangerous. So that belief is driving all this fear and anxiety. And oftentimes we don't know what the belief is. We just feel the sensations of the fear or of the anxiety. And so it takes kind of pausing to figure that out. So first step is identifying it and also letting it be here. It doesn't need to dominate everything in my life, but it does belong because this is a big thing and it's a scary thing. So let it be here. But number 2 is a choice point. I have a choice. I can choose to look at my belief and ask myself the question, is it true? Is it true that this is going to take her down? Is it true that this is going to make her really sick? And is it true that her life will be shorter? Well, every one of those questions is in the future. So there's or assumptions. There's no way it's true because it hasn't happened yet. So much of fear and anxiety is about the future and it hasn't happened. And there's a lot that we can do. So I can choose my response and I can choose to look at that belief and dissect it and figure out, is it true? It's real, but it isn't true. that's part of overcoming the limiting belief, is asking yourself that question. And the third step is take empowered action. So I am going to do a bunch of research, and I have done a lot of research, and I'm researching human studies as well as dogs, because I can't really find any dog studies. And I'm working with the veterinarians who saw her, and I'm really advocating for some really out of the box, unconventional kinds of treatment to see if that works, having her be a case study, an experiment, so that we can see if maybe this could also help other dogs. I can also take action with gratitude and joy, and enjoy her and her health right now, and be grateful that she's in my life, that I have this amazing animal, and I can do more with her. I can go walk her more. I can play with her more. I can take more breaks during the day and do things with her, and not just be a slave to my computer. So I can also choose to be present and not in the future and worrying about the future. So try those 3 steps the next time you feel fear, anxiety, or limited by beliefs, especially if they're around the future. So identify the fear. Make a choice to look at that belief that underlies the fear, and you take empowered action. 3 steps. Let me know how it goes in the comments. Thanks so much for watching. Have a good day.